The United States government. First, let's talk about the legislative branch. This branch makes, amends, and abolishes laws. It is a bicameral legislature, which means it's made of two parts, the House of Representatives and the Senate. There are 435 members of the House and 100 members in the Senate. Next, let's move on to the executive branch. This branch carries out and enforces the law. It includes the president and the cabinet. Finally, let's talk about the judicial branch. This branch interprets the law and decides what is constitutional and what's unconstitutional. It is comprised of a chief judge and 8 associate judges, which also go by justices. So what would I change about the American government? Let's go to the legislative branch. First off, I would want the legislative branch to be more representative. Representative for the states, that is. After the 17th Amendment, states were no longer allowed to elect senators. This means no one in government was really representing the states. I propose a compromise, especially since there's 2 senators per state. The people can elect all the members of the House and 1 senator, while the state representatives elect the other senator. Next, the executive branch. I want those in the executive branch to be more humble. Typically what happens is the more power you have, the more you want. This causes people to be more self-centered, and the goals they plan to achieve while in office get blurred by the power they have. When people are humble, we can ensure economic growth as well as societal growth. Finally, the judicial branch. I want the judicial branch to be more diverse. When I say this, I don't really mean gender diversity or age diversity. I'm talking about political diversity. For instance, liberal libertarians, conservative libertarians, and liberal conservatives, etc., etc. By doing this, we are ensuring that most cases won't end up in a 4-5 vote due to the political parties of Democrat and Republican. They'll fall under the actual opinions of each individual judge and the background that they have politically. I have 2 quotes. The first one is by Donald Trump. He says, "One of the key problems today is that politics is such a disgrace. Good people don't go into government." I agree with this some part. I think good people do go into government and become corrupted once in government and once they achieve that power. Because as I said before, the more power you have, the more you want. When people are humble, this allows them to remain good people while they're in office. So we can prove good people do go into government and good people can stay in government. The second quote is by Lao Tzu. "To lead the people, walk behind them." I feel like this is such an important quote. So little words and yet such a big meaning. By doing this, you're encouraging others to lead as well. You're making sure everything isn't just about you and it's about the people that help you get to the spot where you are today. When we have people like that, we have a good government. And that's what we need. This is my view on the American government. Thank you for listening.